Good
Ready?
morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this live stream with Mr. M in the middle of Italy somewhere. Where are you
Yeah, exactly. In the northern, in the mountain slash
at?
in the lake.
Damn. Thank you for joining us from that remote location in the mountains in Italy, right? That won't be named.
Shall not be named.
Oh, damn. Wow. Wow. Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself there and visiting family and taking a little bit of a break. We appreciate you coming on the show and being here with us. Even though, you know what, we're supposed to be broadcasting on X, but something went wrong. Uh, yeah, it is what it is. We are. But we're here on YouTube and Rumble, right?
Exactly. Thank you for having me. I'm always enjoying doing the show with you. It's a good laugh. So, what
Yes,
a
it is.
better way to start the day, right?
So, wow, we got, our normal hopium for you, right? But the hopium will run out, right? After you cross a specific line.
We are getting lower in opium, that's for sure.
Exactly. The tank is running dry. But we're going to still be in the pipe 5x5 no matter what happens with Bitcoin, whether it breaks down and goes into a bear market or it goes higher to the 444 K market price that everybody's saying. But it doesn't matter. Bitcoin is the real asset to own. If it goes down, it is to your advantage to buy, earn more money, and buy more of this asset, right? You could do this, and then you will be wealthy in the future. This is a guarantee, right? Absolutely, right? You don't believe it? Well, Michael Saylor does, and he's bet everything he's got, everything, and other people are betting everything on it too, through him, right?
Exactly. He's not the only one. We also are in for the long run. And like you said so well, who cares if we go down temporarily? Just the main thing is not to panic and to use this as an opportunity to accumulate because Bitcoin
Exactly,
is going to be money. So
exactly,
it's a good
exactly.
chance.
All right, with that said,
Mm.
make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thank you for the 24 likes just off the bat, man. Jesus, man. Thank you
Let's
guys. You
go.
guys are the bomb, man. We're gonna go. We want 150, right? So there's 150 of you guys watching, but you guys come in and go. So hopefully we'll get up to 200 people watching and 300 people watching. I know with the market down, everybody just like whatever. But that's all right. That's all right. You guys are here because you guys know what time it is. You know what that is time to buy Bitcoin. And make sure you head over to Mr. M's podcast where he's just wow. You're just killing it, man. You're killing it, man. You
Thank you.
have what the 400 new subscribers in just a little while.
Yeah, the latest video is killing it, is ripping it. Stefan Paranoid, we went through a price prediction for Bitcoin using the power law, and it's going extremely well. So I think we smashed 25,000 views in a little bit over 24 hours. So that's incredible. And yeah, so really well. I'm very happy to upload it. It's really well put together video. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. I personally, it's one of my top three so far.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Really
Well,
enjoying it.
we have now a little bit of shout outs to make for Meta Signals, right? They're one of the sponsors for the show. And yeah, so Meta Signals, right? Why don't you explain it to them?
Yeah, exactly. So first of all, I would like to say thank you to MetaSignal. It's been sponsoring the show for a little bit over a month now. And if you guys don't know what it is, you have to check it out. It's basically going to help you trading with a smarter way of scanning 54 pairs of crypto over 10 time frames, 24/7. So you'll basically get a notification when a trade alert is going to signal in Discord. You can then choose to take the trade, whatever it is, long, is a short or neat on Bitcoin, like I said, 54 pairs. It's built in collaboration with two amazing people, so Eric Crown and KDAB, and or aka Crypto Zombie, which we both know personally, and they are also investor and advisor in the company, so it's super legit. I actually met the founder in Dubai, Nathan, really super cool guy, and I know personally a lot of investors in the company, so it's a really legit project. There is a new feature coming later this year, which is automated trading. So you don't even have to do the trade yourself. You just basically copy trading from the trading someone else, which is super cool. And basically, the way how it works is super crazy because you buy one NFT and you have a lifetime access through the meta signal. So you don't even have to buy monthly, you just buy one off and that's it. The NFT ownership goes through, there is a 2,000 cap ever only NFTs, and they sold over 1,000. So there is about 800 left, which is interesting because when they are going to be finishing, well, the only way for you to purchase it is to buy it off someone else. So that's really interesting. And not only you get the signal and all the stuff that we just discussed when you buy the NFT, but you get many more things like Eric Crown TA course. For example, you get 2 TradingView signals, which are proprietary to the algorithm, and you have 3,000 USD, up to 3,000 USD to cash back. So it's pretty cool. You can find the link in the description. You can try it for free. I would honestly give it a go if you are a trader. Specifically now, the Bitcoin is swinging, in either direction. You can actually make money by shorting and or longing when the signal is going to tell you to do something. So
There you go.
definitely check it out.
Some examples of the signals right here. So there you go. All right. Well, with that said, let's get on with the rest of the news for today. And look at this signal that's like following through.
Yeah, Colin Talks Crypto, a really super cool guy. He's been showing this specific chart for, I think, months at this point, and is playing out correctly. I mean, he has chosen a 108 days of kind of time frame, and he is tweaking the M2 money supply with the price of Bitcoin. And according to this, in April, we should take off when the tariffs are going to be defined by Trump. We have an article which we can go through later. So technically, this should be the last dip. What do you think? Do you think is it feasible? Is it possible?
The sweet smell of hopium. I love the smell of hopium in the morning. Feels like
That's what we are here
profits.
for.
Feels like a screenshot.
Yeah. I'm taking a bunch of screenshots, by the way. I'm taking a bunch of screenshots lately.
Oh, damn.
I mean,
Oh
it
my
would be
gosh.
nice. It would be
Yeah.
nice if we could go up in April. I will be extremely happy, to be honest, because we've seen a pretty severe correction, right? So
Oh boy, yes, I love the opium in the morning.
exactly.
More opium.
I mean, here's another one. Exactly. You can see that even in previous bull run, we have seen significant correction. 32, actually 39. I think in 2017, the largest was 43 or something on the way up, right? So technically, I don't believe we've seen the peak yet. This is just a correction. And I think we could go a little bit lower, like you said, maybe 70-ish, maybe retest the all-time high right there. 73, I think you said last week. That's possible. Smell of opium. Exactly. So I would not panic, to be honest. I would actually have a plan to DCA into this asset for the next months because we might see a lower low coming in. But it is what it is. The opium show. The opium show, yeah. That's what you guys are here for, right?
Exactly. It's not a daily
I'm gonna
hopium
bring
show, it's a
some.
daily opium show.
Exactly. I'm going to bring back from Italy some Italian opium
Nice.
in Dubai. That's
More
for sure. I
opium.
mean, look at this guy, man. He tweeted, needs more orange. That means he's gonna buy today. Of course, that's what he does.
Normal.
Tweets on
Yes.
Sunday, and he buys on Monday. Insane.
LFG.
So be like
LFG.
Michael Saylor, man. Just be like
Yeah.
Michael Saylor.
Be
That's
like
it.
Mike. Buy, right? All these times and to never stop buying. And trust me, right? Because he never stopped buying. When he started here at 10K, he never stopped. Right? Never stopped.
Never.
You should
What's
do the
the-
same.
What's the percentages in profit now? Is it 30% still? It says in green in the middle of the screen. I can't read. It's a bit too tiny. Is it up 30% still?
24%.
Damn. Still a lot of money. Crazy. Crazy.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah,
post.
that's This is a little bit of a kind of a reality check slash. It's called SOPR indicator, and it shows who actually is selling the Bitcoins, right? And you can see that the paper hands are selling. So if you are someone who acquired Bitcoin in a short term, you are probably panic selling at the moment because you have no idea what you bought and you think it's going to zero. Or maybe you read a headline saying, oh, Bitcoin is going to some super low numbers that it won't go down. So you're panic selling, which is a healthy thing. We need to wash out the tourists, as we say. So to be honest, I don't know how you feel, but I'm numb to everything. To be honest, I don't care. I'm not even excited in buying. I'm buying anyway every month.
Exactly.
So I'm just
Yeah.
numb to the volatility in
Exactly.
general.
Just ignore it. It's short term noise, right? The volatility is just helping us get some more Bitcoin for the future. All right.
Exactly. Here's a catch though. If we don't hold the weekly 50 EMA, we could be in for some serious trouble. So as you can see, every time we lost a kind of a test on the 50 EMA, then it was bear market territory, right? So we don't want to lose the 70. I think it's 70 something. I can't see, but it should be around the 70 mark, like we are discussing. So if we do lose indeed the 70, well, then I will have no more hopium left. For sure. There we
Exactly.
go.
Jesus. The hopium dies. Man, you know what? Honestly, that's I saw on the weekly, so that's good. So even if we spike low, it's pretty. As long as we break above the 50, it's all right. So but that reminds me of a meme that I see a lot. It's like hold, 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 and then when it comes down, now and it peaks up a little bit like this, now sell. You ever seen that one? I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen that one, man. That
Yeah,
much.
what's it called? The hold meme comes from Braveheart, no? The
Yeah,
Braveheart
exactly.
guys with the blue.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember that one. But that's a good point though, because if you look on the test on the green spots, there are indeed some weeks lower into the 50 EMA. So it is fine to go a little bit lower as long as we don't close the week under,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Because if we do, then boy, we have a situation.
Exactly. Houston, we've got a problem. Yeah. All right. Some more hopium,
Exactly.
or wait a minute, no hopium for
This is
Ethereum.
Ethereum. Hoping for Ethereum. Kevin, shout out to Kevin, amazing guy, said, "Hey, maybe we have a double bottom there."
Really?
That's a bag of hopium.
That's a lot of hopium down there. That's a huge hopium double bottom. Maybe I mean that's not even close to like double bottom territory yet. That's a problem. That's how much of a hopium it is.
But it could go higher.
I mean, we haven't even started moving higher yet, and he's calling for a double bottom, dude.
I know, but if you think about this, if you think about the risk ratio to the downside as opposed to the upside, I mean, I think it's not off here in saying, hey, maybe the chance of maybe it's going to be going lower a little bit, right? But at the end of the day, even if we do go lower, how lower can we go as opposed to how much higher we can go later on? So maybe he has a point here saying, hey, maybe the risk to reward is getting interesting now. Don't you think? I mean, I surely hope so, because Ethereum is going in places at the moment. You know,
Yeah.
hope you for me is
I don't
haram.
know. It's haram.
Yeah, a good one.
Damn.
Good one.
Wow. So, yeah. Well, this is like it is what it is. Ethereum's got a target price of $500. No.
Damn.
That's Ethereum's price, not XRP price.
Oh yeah. The XRP $500. Maybe another currency. Maybe if you take away the dollar, maybe there is a
Exactly.
currency
Yeah,
somewhere.
if you
Maybe,
use some other currency, yeah.
but not dollars. No chance.
Yeah,
But yeah,
500,000
hey,
pesos.
Ethereum could be into a place And I don't know if you've seen the video where Vitalik is interacting with a dog, meowing to the dog. He just meowed. He was saying meow to a mechanic dog, to a drone dog, whatever the name is called. So thinking about people net worth is in the hands of this guy. Maybe we are going lower.
People, as they look at their cell phone and look at Ethereum, people like,
Maybe it's going lower. Yeah, it's looking interesting. That's for sure.
Trump's trade war pressures crypto market as April 2nd tariff loom. Bitcoin and stocks face pressures. Trump prepares for a new tariff announcement for April 2nd, sparking trade war fears and cooling investors' risk appetite. Well, maybe if the prices are going down for that day, that on that day when he announces, it'll go up, right?
Exactly. I like Daniel says.
You like my
Daniel
hopium?
says this is Lake Como, high quality opium. Yes.
Oh damn!
Yes. I mean, there is the M2. Yeah, there you go. This is high quality opium, Lake Como opium. Exactly. Live for you guys to sneeze in, you know. But at some point, I mean, if you think about it, at some point the Feds will have to start printing, right? Because that's what they do. They print. And you can see that the tariffs are going to normalize themselves. You've seen already Europe bending the knee on US. So this is just temporary pain. And it's not just in Bitcoin, just the S&P has lost a ton of money, right? So it's just a temporary thing. By the way, Anthony Pompliano, I'll try to find it maybe for tomorrow, made a fantastic video on this. And he said, this is exactly what Trump did in the previous administration. He came up with tariffs, and then the whole market pumped massively after. So again, releasing some opium here, but this is temporary, right?
Yeah, and
So-
Bitcoin whales are accumulating, so
Exactly. Exactly. So there is light at the end of the tunnel.
breathe it, folks.
That's for
breathe
sure.
it. Breathe it.
Exactly.
Oh
Exactly.
damn! Oh my goodness. Okay,
Another one is Kiyosaki, right?
he's the FOMO crowd investing in Bitcoin will accelerate into the generational wealth. Yes, of course. Because here's the thing, right? This is what he tweeted, right? Why don't you read that?
The rich will get richer. For many, many years, I have been recommending people not to save quote unquote fake money, aka fiat, government money. But for years, I've been recommending to save real gold, silver, and recently, Bitcoin. Unfortunately, most people work and save fake money. That's an interesting tweet. I think he
Yeah.
goes along and he rambles around, the fact that silver and gold and Bitcoin are the play, and he's been advocating for Bitcoin now lately as well, which is nice to see Kiyosaki going into it.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? It doesn't matter. Like if you're saying, well, Buffett's selling everything here, right, for cash, even Apple. Well, Buffett doesn't buy whatever he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand Bitcoin, so he's not going to buy it, right? And so, and he's too old to understand it, really. So, and you could say,
Yeah.
well, he's not too old to understand how the money works. Look, at some point, some people, when you get to a certain level of wealth, it doesn't matter how the money works. You're up and everybody else is down. Who cares? That's all that matters. Right? So
Yeah.
that's where he is, right? And so and he's going to stay that way, right? And probably until he dies, right? Because he sees he thinks that that it's working for him, and why should he change what's working, right? So that's it. right? He's not going to change it just because, logic dictates that, hey, they're printing a bunch of this stuff and that's why it's all coming to you.
Yeah, fair enough. And to be honest, I do sympathize and I understand. I mean, imagine if you've done something very successfully for ever 50 years and you made a lot of money. You're not going to go and find a new way to multiply your wealth. You're going to stick
No,
with the plan because you're
exactly.
comfortable, right? So I get it. I do get it. At the same time, for us, there is no point in searching for anything else because Bitcoin has been rewarding us fine and is going to
Exactly.
grow more and more. And we do have
Yes.
expertise, and it's the same story, right? So I do understand what you're saying. It makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So, it is about doing your risk thing when you're 20s, building up your wealth, coming up with a solution into your 30s, and then sticking with it all the way to the rest of your life. So making sure that it will work all the way to the end of your life. And this is it. Bitcoin is one of those things that's going to work all the way to the rest of your life, right? If you don't believe that, that's fine. Just go with gold, because then gold does the same thing, right? I mean, it's the same stuff, different pile. Okay, what's all this? Oh,
Exactly.
just close
Yeah,
that.
there's probably advertisement popping in. Yeah, Japan, is coming out and saying, hey, crypto is now a financial product. We discussed on Thailand, I think it was last week. They now allow people to use stablecoin to pay for bills and stuff. And I think we will see a shift
It's
globally,
shocking to
right?
Japan. It's a financial product. Really? No. Really? It never was before, but now it is.
All of a sudden, it becomes interesting. So I think we'll see many more countries going and adopting crypto in general. This is where it's getting a little bit depressing. So the hopium, I don't know how much we needed to balance this. But and by the way, tomorrow I'm expecting a big red because it takes 24 hours to read the data, and we've seen a major drop in Bitcoin price, which means ETFs have sold. You can see March 28th, which was Friday, there's been a 93 millions leaving the ETFs. And I'm expecting a big one tomorrow because it takes 24 hours, right? So, yeah, we've seen a few days in the green, but if you scroll up a little bit, you can see there was small numbers like 89, 89, 26.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I know. Yeah, exactly. Small numbers. So, what do you think about this
small
comment? This is
numbers.
an interesting comment.
You are the blind, leading the blind, repeatedly blind, messaging regardless macroeconomy. Okay, well, why we are blind? Because we like
Because we,
Bitcoin?
we support Bitcoin, right? Right? We are Bitcoiners, right? We are blind Bitcoiners, right? Yeah, because we believe in
Okay.
math, right? We're unlike Solana, who thinks that 2 + 2 is not equal 4, but whatever. Whatever.
I would like
Solana
to
can
argue that.
if Solana wants to argue that, they can do that.
Yeah,
That's probably why they're sometimes online. Probably.
probably. I mean,
They forgot about
I
math. They're arguing about math. So, anyways, yes, that's an
I
interesting
mean, I
statement.
mean, yeah. I mean, I guess are we blind about watching an asset going extremely well and paying us? I don't
So,
know. Yeah,
so yeah, exactly.
I
I guess we're blind to the fact that Bitcoin has gone up from pennies to next to nothing to $82,000 and is now a strategic asset of the United States government. But we're still blind, right? Even the United States government
yeah.
is blind, right? They're blind to buying Bitcoin and holding it as a strategic asset, right? Clearly, they're blind, right? The government's blind, right? Right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we are blind. Uh, it's it's interesting on how some people have like keeping your mind open. This is not just in Bitcoin. This is just in general, right? Keeping your mind open and questioning yourself. It's everything, right? In any aspect of your life, in decision you make, in things you buy, in things you invest in. just keep your mind open and look into data objectively. Like Bitcoin is the best returning asset for the last decade. Like, how can you not see that? How can you ignore this? I can't comprehend. But hey, I guess everyone does what they want with their money, right? So
Exactly. And the macro picture is simple, right? There's a government that can print money and you cannot. What does that mean? That means the money that you use to earn wealth in is going to reduce in value. That's the only macro picture you need to look at. And is that true? Has that been true for the last, I don't know, 100 years? Yeah.
Have they printed money before? Let me think about this. Yeah, it's and by the way, it doesn't have to be Bitcoin necessarily. I think Da Vinci, you said something interesting here. As long as you understand the problem that you are trying to solve, you can protect yourself in so many different ways.
Exactly.
But you have to acknowledge the problem in the first place. Then you decide what's for you and what's not for you.
Exactly. Maybe it's not Bitcoin. That's fine. Hopefully it's gold and silver. But yeah, you can go, okay, well, no, I want to do the Buffett approach. I want to do value invest. It's fine. Right? I think the value investing process should have been done like in the 70s, but that will come again. Don't get me wrong. The value investing will work again. But right now, we're in a downward slope. You're like, wait a minute, stock market's going higher. Price didn't go
Yeah.
like, really?
Yeah, and just look at who has a lot of money. They have not made their money with cash. They made money with assets, right? So you decide which assets you want to acquire. It could be real estate, even though I would argue most are liabilities, but whatever. You decide what it works for you and you just follow your path. But acknowledging Bitcoin success that he has done so far, it's yeah, that's a good comment. Probably to troll or I don't know. That's a good question. But some people have. So here's the thing: some people have a very interesting perspective in life. They rather use their time in a questionable way. So, hey, after all, it's their time. They can do what they want with it, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? And if you don't believe in Bitcoin, there's other options.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna talk about it. Oh, today's all about tits.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Wow.
It's like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin.
Since my Ethereum's down 42% this quarter. Jesus. Really? It's down that much?
Yeah. I mean, we could focus on how much is it down, or we could focus on how much it's been up since 2017,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit depressing. By the way, look at this. This is the most depressing return since 2018. Mad.
No, not really.
I would have never.
Wait a second. There's one in 2022. This is the second quarter. This is the first quarter.
I don't know.
Out of the first
Q1.
Q1.
Yeah, Q1. Yeah, Q1. Yeah, there was a terrible Q2, but in terms of Q1, the worst one was 46.60 in 18. So, and if you would have told me that this would have been the price and the time frame, I would have struggled in believing you. In like early 2025, I would have struggled to. Oh, okay. I sold all my Bitcoin.
Alrighty.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
wish you all the best.
You got some new assets, right? Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a stinker.
What's the utility on Altcoin? Amazing. I wish I had that. I wish I knew the answer.
Oh, damn.
Probably doesn't matter.
How about none?
It's just a fart in the wind. That's the
Yes,
utility.
it's useless as a fart in the wind. Okay, moving on.
Exactly. Moving on from the
We're
farts and the tits.
we're actually missing. We're not. We're not. We should be saving that for the DJ section.
Exactly. Which we have.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so make sure you hit the like, right? If you're having some fun, enjoying this show, right? Hit the like, right? Hit the subscribe, right? Let's get to 150 likes. We're at 75 right now, but let's get to 100 likes, right? So right, that's only 24 likes away. So I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
I'll do my part. Give me a sec. I don't think I've liked the show yet, so I'll do it now.
Damn.
There you go. Every like counts.
Okay.
We're looking at this is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, Q1, 12%.
Yeah. 12%. That's how we're closing down, and then Ethereum's closing down, and then of course 2% for March. So it is what it is.
Hanging on a thread there. So, I mean, April has to.
Give her.
Yeah, has to give it. He has to give it.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to go for Plan B. Which you don't want to know what it is at this point.
I don't even want to know now. I don't want to know. All right. So the fear index is like, we've been on fear, extreme fear. We've been in the fear situation since last month, right? I mean, it's been brutal. February and March, right? Hopefully, we can get some hopium breathed into this market. Whilst we're taking the hopium, we need to give the Bitcoin some hopium breath to like pump itself up. I don't know, man, because this is not fun going through this fear. I mean, yes, we can make money in the down markets. Yes, we can, right? But it's better to have the crowd coming in. They come in with the up markets, not the down markets. It is what it is. You guys are here because you guys are smart, right? You're here for whether we're up, whether we're down. We're down for whatever because we are looking at the long term.
Exactly. Now, and we say this all the time. Like now is the time to look into these things, study these things, accumulating. You want to buy the fear and sell the greed. So, but like you said, you have to. The herd, the majority now is not buying. The majority is selling because they are scared because they have not studied what they are buying. So at the end of the day, best thing you can do for no financial advice is just study now when there is blood in the water, right? So I agree with you. Now is the time to put the work.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be necessarily.
This guy says a rich man could give me a coin. Okay. What would you do with it if you did? That's the question. I'd like to know what would you do if you got one Bitcoin? Anyone. I'm asking anyone, please. Right? Answer that question, right? In the chat room. And we're up to like 91 likes. Get to 100 likes, and we'll put up some of the answers here shortly. Okay, so let's move on to some bloodline security.
Look at this, man. Look at this. A trader turned 2,000 Pepe into 43 million, selling 10 million in profit. Wow.
Mish.
Wow.
I'm going to turn $10 into 43 million soon. Yeah.
Wow.
0.01. If the Solana is going to take us to the moon. To the moon.
This is impressive, though. This must have been one of the most incredible return.
True.
2,000 Pepe, 2K in dollars, actually, $2,000 into
and he held it,
43 million.
He held it for a long while, man. That's
wow.
incredible, right? I remember when I called it, I didn't held my Pepe. I was out a long time, right? Because come on, it's a meme coin.
Do you think this happened because he was consciously holding, or he just went, holy, I found this and I forgot that I bought it.
He forgot, probably. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's just
Because
no way.
because there is no way you would, I mean, you invest 2,000, he gets to 20,000, you would probably sell into something, and it gets to 200,000, you're going to sell it to get to 2 million. Bro, like, you know, it gets to 20 million. Damn, that's still half of what he made there. So, wow.
I know,
It's a
exactly. Even
hell
that
of
2
a,
million would have been like, okay, I got to sell, right?
yeah. I mean, even at
Like,
20K,
would
I
you
would
sell
argue,
your Agent 47 if you had
never.
2 million?
Yeah, I'm not getting to 2 million, man. I'm
But what if
selling
it
way
did?
earlier.
What if it became the Pepe? Would you actually sell it?
I would probably keep a moon bag, but yeah, I mean, I would be selling on the way up aggressively. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Oh, like
I
you are
don't.
now. You don't even want
It's
to take your
going
50
higher,
bucks back.
man. I checked this morning. It's depressing now.
You don't even want to
Let
take
me
a
check
half a
again.
Solana.
Nah, man. We're gonna let it go. Okay, it's kind of picking up again. Yeah, I should probably take my my investment back. That would be
Smart.
smart. Yes, my prospect, right? But come on, it's $50. What am I going to do with $50? I might as well ride it. You know what I mean? Ride and die
Okay, so
kind of thing.
we asked, right? Like, what if somebody gave you a coin? What would you do? Let's see what some of the people wrote here. Let's see here. Let's see here. What? Buy, render? Okay, whatever. Hold forever. Proper.
Okay,
Okay.
nice.
Diamond hand.
Okay,
Very good.
take
Very good.
screenshots. That works too. That's my technique lately.
Yes, exactly. This is the wrong thing to do. The very wrong thing to do. Right? If you don't have a car now, you didn't work and earn for it, then you don't have the mentality to you don't have the money to actually maintain the car and hold the car. So don't behold it. Don't be you hold the Bitcoin and okay, I'm gonna work and find a way to pay for my car. That's what you do. You hold Bitcoins. Right?
Yeah, I like that. What's his? Felix said, "I will save it for my grandkids." That's smart,
Invest in
Felix.
a trucking company. This is not so bad. I mean, as long as it's making money, right? If you buy the trucking company and it makes you more than Bitcoin can make over the next like 50% a year, then sure. If it's not going to do 50% a year, then no. Right? Because why is that? Because the trucking because if your trucking company is only making you 10% a year, you're losing money. If on that Bitcoin, if let's just say just dollar wise, you're losing money. Why is that? It's because the money is losing value. You're losing value every single day, right? So your trucking company's got to earn a minimum of 25% just to break even.
And then you have the missing opportunity on the Bitcoin, right? So, like you said, you will have to make sure that whatever you invest into, it has to outperform Bitcoin, which ain't
Exactly.
easy because Bitcoin is the best asset there
Exactly.
is. Plus, think about all the work and time and effort and sweat you have to put into this: finding people, hiring people, starting a business, investing money, buying materials. Whether Bitcoin, you do nothing; you just hold.
Exactly.
So
For 50%.
there is also that. Exactly, there's also that side.
Exactly. Exactly. So it only makes sense, right? If this is your passion, right? Trucking company. And on top of that, if that passion, right, is going to get you more than 25%. Because if it's going to get less than that, it's going to wipe you out over time. Just it is. That's just the way it is. That's the market. You're going to get wiped out. You're wondering why you can't make ends meet. in the future, right? And that's that's
Yeah.
because our money is bad, right? That's it. Right? So,
Exactly. I loved Felix. He said, "I will save it for my grandkids." There's a comment in there.
oh really?
That's
I missed that, man. Let me see.
let me see.
I like the screenshots one here.
Yeah,
Oh, there it
Felix
is.
Moyano.
There
I
it
think
is.
there
There
you
it
go.
is.
That's a good one. I like it. They will be very happy that you've done it,
Exactly. Exactly. They will call you legend.
and they'll buy
That's,
Lamborghinis and
no,
burn it.
unfortunately, no. That's what they'll do.
Exactly. So please give it with a manual. Leave
Exactly.
the Bitcoin and the manual on how to use it
Yeah.
because they'll
So they have to
burn it.
like understand that what they have to do is invest in companies that is going to generate more income priced in Bitcoin in the future, and that requires you doing that too. Right now, you separate some of your savings and you find companies that can do that. Now, unfortunately, because we're in a recession, that's unlikely to find. Because I've actually tasked some people have come to me and said, "Hey, listen, I want you to. Do you want to spread your money in investment because you're mostly in Bitcoin?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure," but I explained to them how the market is, right? And I showed them the data and said, "Listen, this is how it is, right? Whether you believe it or not, this is the data. It's 25%. So, if you can get me an investment that's going to earn me 25% to risk my Bitcoin, I'll consider it, right?"
I might be interested. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How much did they come back with? How many products have they come back with? Can you guess?
Zero. Zero.
Exactly.
They might.
Exactly.
They can barely guarantee 8%, which is like, what am I doing here? I have to do a lot of work. There's a huge amount of risk, and then to get maybe 5%. I mean, inflation is gonna take it. So whether on the other hand, I have Bitcoin, I have to do absolutely nothing, just hold and chill. Like, there's no chance, right? So
Okay. I want to quickly. Hey, so if you guys want the what's it called Q&A section to me to answer this question, because I think it's very important, you might want to hit the like a little bit more because we're gonna get into the what's it called bloodline security side of this thing. Now, if we invest in something here that we're about to invest in, right, and we make money, because there's something, ooh, that we did invest in.
uh-oh.
That we did invest in, and it made some money, right?
We are taking screenshots.
Exactly.
Right? Is that the answer? If we are making money, we are taking screenshots.
Yes. Yeah, we're making some heavy screenshots. But if we invest in anything here and it goes to zero, right? That's our fault for how what we've done. But if you do it, that's your fault. Okay?
Your fault insurance.
Make sure you
Yeah.
invest in that. Okay. Okay. Now, look at this thing.
Ooh.
This is also our fault. Bloodline security. I smell it, dude. I smell it. We are gonna load
Yeah,
the
this
boat.
is this we double on this one, right?
Exactly. We got paid. We got paid in full. You wanna see?
That's amazing.
Paid
We
in
haven't seen
full.
any. Let's go.
Did Rogers pumped again? We have to see this.
Roger?
Look.
Oh wow. Yeah. That's amazing.
How much
Okay.
we got paid again
Another double on Roger.
on Rogers, man.
LFG. Man, Roger is going to the moon.
Dude, you had zero faith in that one.
I had zero faith, I have to say.
Mr.
I was like,
Rogers was like this is our second payday.
wow. Second payday.
I had the faith,
Damn.
man. I had the faith.
I know. I remember you said, no, we're gonna have to buy it. I was like, yeah, sure. Boom, and he's done it again.
Should we get some more of this?
Damn, look at that. G. I mean, yeah. How big is the market cap?
No, we gotta
Two
wait for
point
it to
six
come
million.
back down. I mean, like, come on, like, really?
Hey, could go higher. Damn, Mr. Rogers.
You had zero faith.
I had zero faith on this one. Yeah. Damn, what a move. I mean, 2 million is not even that much, to be honest. So we can do another 10x from here
Exactly.
easily.
Damn.
Oh, they changed some stuff. Did
Exactly.
they?
Exactly. What the hell?
Okay.
Well, I'm not 100% sure on this one either anymore.
It could go higher.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Maybe we should sell half on a double again on this thing. What do you think?
How much Rogers do we have? Do we have how big is the bag?
I don't know. Let's just find out.
Bag of Rogers. How big is the bag of Rogers? Jesus.
Can we get
We
more likes,
probably
please, so we can like actually give you guys some help and answer some of your questions? Okay, look at that. The bag of Rogers is dwindling fast. Dwindling.
Okay.
Okay, so let's sell half, right? Because it just only makes sense to do that.
How much is it worth in dollars? That 6,000 Rogers.
6,000 Rogers? I don't know. It's like $32. We're rich, man.
Oh, rich. $62 of Rogers, and we are selling half of Rogers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops, I forgot to close this. There we go.
No worries. I mean, hey, 10x is going to give us $320. So, damn. Remember how much we started? Like 5 Solana, 8 Solana,
I know,
bam,
exactly.
bam, and now it's like $12,
I know.
$16.
I know.
Bam.
I know. It all started with big bets, and then it's like, yeah, we're running out of money here. So
We need to manage
we need to
to
manage
degen
it.
a little bit.
Exactly. All right, so let's
Yeah.
find some degen plays. Well, let's just see if there's anything else in our that's popping off that we can like. Bretta! Look at that. She's the third.
Wow. Did the portfolio just hit $3,000?
Yeah,
Damn.
we're dropping a little bit. Bretta. Look at that. Fartcoin's hanging on. Daddy. Oh my gosh. Daddy coin.
Very pumped. Yeah.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh, shame.
I'm pumped briefly because I've
How much did we spent
seen
one
a spike.
Solana on that? Let's see here. Let's swap this.
10%. 10%. Did we buy 1 Solana worth of it?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Oh,
we're up.
We're up. So let's
20%
let's put some protection on this.
protection on Delhi.
On Daddy, eh? Put a condom on
I
it.
mean, the the sad story about it's when we are pricing everything in Solana has gone down massively. So that's probably why. Look at that pump. Is it? Yeah, 10%.
There
Okay.
we go. Look at that. So let's sell half on a double. Right? Oh, Daddy?
Nice. And get 0.5 Solana.
No, we're gonna get 1 Solana, right?
1 Solana when it doubles. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. What else have we got here?
NPC also is green.
Yeah. Bonk.
Yeah, bonk.
How much farts did we get? Oh, 1.25 farts. It's a lot of worth of farts.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll just wait for that to give us our play.
Yeah,
$1
there's some
worth.
Okay.
Let's see here.
There's been some movements.
Yeah, exactly. I think our bloodline security is coming in heavy.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the one who behaved strangely, right? We've seen a flat and then a pump, flat and a pump.
Yeah, I think we should get some more of this. I think we should. How much do we have?
We didn't buy much of this, right?
No, we didn't. Where is it? I missed it. There it is. We already sold half on double here. We bought half a Solana. Did we sell some? I don't know. You know what? Forget. I'm going full degen on this one.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, if you guys tell these guys to stop using my face, because I'm not a supporter of this coin, right? That would be appreciated. It just happened to, we just happened to buy it. That's all.
We randomly found it, right?
Exactly. They really shouldn't be using my likeness.
Fair enough. There you go.
Getting another
Boom.
0.25. We made 0.25 and now we're selling. We're throwing it at,
We're using it.
at
Yeah.
$1. $1. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Let's just get something else. Let's get something. Ghibli
What's
chat.
the end of? Oh man, this has been going viral on Twitter. I don't think there's
Ghibli chat?
anything left here
Oh, just Ghibli.
in the Ghibli. Yeah, I think there's it's finished. The pump is finished.
CryptoSys.
Mila Alexander. What the hell is this?
She just CryptoSys dumped on us, man. So it's over.
Yeah. Well, there was one called "End the Feds" or something.
Really?
Yeah, END or ETF.
ETF.
Yeah, that's the one. No, number 4. What is this? Oh boy.
I know.
Oof.
Oh my god.
I like the idea, but it's painful to watch.
Damn.
Boy. Nope.
The trenches are horrible.
Yes, it's extremely dangerous nowadays.
Jesus.
Oh my God, look at this.
Jesus.
That's another level.
Christ.
I'm glad we didn't FOMO into this because the planet looked interesting. I would have gone in.
Damn. Man, there's nothing. What?
This is some random American
Jeez, what?
stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Like no.
What's
Wallet
Dancing
names.
Doge? DD, Dancing Doge? What's that?
Damn. Gee.
Oof.
Just
Man.
It's down a smidge. It's down a smidge.
Just a little bit.
It's just a smidge. Oh man. Like no
Damn.
respect, man. Just complete ruggage. Ruggage.
Yeah, this is it's not looking good.
All the pump fund ones are just rugging.
Wow. Super, what's that? Super Judge? What's super?
wait.
Bruno. Hello, Bruno. I'm
Hello?
sold already. Is that a donkey or a horse?
I don't know.
Looks like a horse.
Yeah, it's a horse, yeah. What do you think?
I'm feeling Bruno, man.
Bruno? Yeah, it's only 100.
We could buy the bottom here.
Yeah, it's gonna reverse from here.
It can't go higher.
Yeah, it ain't gonna run.
It will go
I get the
exactly.
feeling bloodline security can be found in Bruno.
100%. I feel the force is strong with Bruno.
Forget the warnings.
Exactly. Warning is actually a good sign, if anything.
Exactly.
If
It
anything.
means you're early.
Yes.
Warning,
Oh
you're
my.
early. Should we
Exactly.
put some protection on this thing?
We should probably put protection on Bruno. Yes.
Okay.
That would be a sensible thing to do.
Okay. All right. Let's see if this protection is going to actually pay off.
I have a good feeling about this, man. Bruno is gonna go somewhere, which we don't know. We
Somewhere
don't know where.
where we're going to lose all our money, but somewhere around there. Wow.
Exactly.
Somewhere around there.
Bruno is what we've been waiting for a long time. You know.
It's just basing, right? So it's about to take off right there.
It's about to pop. These, how much you put? $10. $10 in Bruno are gonna be at least 1,000.
At least.
At least.
At
At
least.
least. At least.
Alrighty. That's it for today on the
To, for what it's worth, I have more faith in Bruno than any other altcoins at the minute.
Wow.
So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
I mean, XRP or Bruno, I mean, has to be Bruno, right?
Of course.
100%. 100%.
All right, so let me see here. I gotta check out the start. Let's see the ones that I have starred here. When alt season?
It's a good one.
Here, let me show you a chart. I'm gonna bring up a chart, and you tell me what this chart says to you, right? When it regards
Is it a Bitcoin dominance?
when it says when you say alt season, right? And this is the Bitcoin dollar. So as it goes higher, that means alts are bleeding against Bitcoin. Do you see any alt season here in this chart?
No, I actually see more bleeding, if anything.
Yeah, this is going a lot higher, right? There's just like if you turn this thing upside down, you'd be afraid of this chart.
Yeah.
This
I'll have Benjamin Cohen on my podcast at the end of, I think it's at the end of April, mid-April, and we're going to discuss Bitcoin dominance because he loves talking about it. And like you pointed out here, it looks like it's going higher. So
All right. With that
until
yeah, until what?
until this dominance is not going to chill, Emmanuel, I don't think we will see altcoin season. We'll have to wait on the dominance, right? And
Exactly.
see.
We have to wait until the chart shows us alt season's here. No. Okay. To answer this question,
I have a lot of altcoins and I'm losing 50%. Should I sell and buy Bitcoin or wait until it goes up and then sell it
we
to
can't
buy
tell you
Bitcoin?
what to do, right? But we can give you the data, and then you could decide. The data is clear. If you look at Solana, you look at Ethereum, you look at any altcoin in the chart priced in Bitcoin, the chart says run.
Yeah,
Now, whether you do
run
that
for
or
the
not,
hills.
that's up to you. I'm not saying that you should, right? That's totally up to you. That's what the data I'm looking at says. Just sell everything, go into Bitcoin.
The argument would have been you should have done this a while back, right?
Yeah, but
Because
you can't
we've
do that
seen.
now. You can't do that now.
Yeah, no, I know.
So
Yeah.
I've said to people, this chart here tells you everything you need to know. You should have been gone a long time ago, but now it doesn't matter. You still should be gone from alts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because this chart
Yep.
says, hey, yeah, I'm going to the 64. Then once I go to the 64, I'm going to the 74 very rapidly, and then you're screwed. That's
Yeah.
what that chart says.
Yeah, the dominance is clear on what Bitcoin wants to do next. That's for sure. I also would say depending on many factors, right? Because in the long run, Bitcoin is the play, period. There is no altcoins. They will never outperform it. Whether in the short term, we might see pumps into altcoins. So it depends on how you want to play it. Like Da Vinci said, we can't give you financial advice, but Bitcoin is always a good idea. Let's put it like that.
Yeah,
right?
There is no second best. Right? It's only second best for the short term.
If you're lucky to find it,
second
by the way, because if you look into Ethereum, for example, and look what it's doing, I mean, yeah.
There it is.
So, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching, man. It's been a pleasure. I am starved. I didn't eat breakfast, but I'm going to probably go do something like that, eat something. But yes, it was a banger show. Thank you all, 160 of you guys, for watching, giving us your feedback and making us laugh as we made you laugh. Appreciate it. And yeah, we'll plan to do this again tomorrow, right?
Indeed. Yeah, indeed. Every day, no matter what, we'll be here opening the opium tank for you guys to breathe in. That's for sure.
All right. Peace.
Thank you, Da Vinci. Thank you, guys.